Stadium in Iowa City. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the football first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Handoff for Malton. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Ohio State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton, just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for a crease. There's a crease. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are at that.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give on the counter. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. From the gun, it's Jackson. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Now here's Sayin. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Hard running there. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the counter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Floats it out in space. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Sayin. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Finds his target. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might as well run him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Quick catch. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Soft spot in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
And into the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away. He's able to make a big-time stop.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Out wide right, it's Roberts. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Quickly complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Here's the give to Malton. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride him again. Defense all over him.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Say it. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Hits inside, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Nowhere to go.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Turns it upfield, and he's brought down after a nice game.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Handoff for Malton. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Tries to get it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A great catch and run for 6.
And And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Hits the accelerator to the right. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Iowa.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Where it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up if you get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, say it. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Unloads it left. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
2nd and long here. Sayin back to the air. Makes the grab.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This drive will open from the 15. As productive as these 2 offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A strike downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 13 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's NC State with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these 2 teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Now here's Sayet. Intercepted for the trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Here's a give to Malton.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier. And
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Enough to move the chains. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked off, and he's got open room. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They take the lead here in the second half.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Back's got it on the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Rodgers. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Say it. Caught. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass blitz. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Sells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Hand off, Moulton running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to let it go. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Looks it in. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They even things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. On the ground, it's Rodgers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Julian with the play fake. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. Upstairs, he's got it. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Handoff again. looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Trying to be heard above the noise. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. At the 35, he's open. Oh, out of space. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Handoff for Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. Based on what we've seen, if you like offense, this is the game for you, and we've got a big 4th period waiting. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Drives inside. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
2nd down to the air. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. At the 20, he's got... And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense picks it up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in the...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. Say it. Got his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin. Under pressure. Breaks loose. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the 1st.
And the RPO got him.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Here's a give to Malton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Keeps it moving, it's Phillips. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Keep it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quick give. It's Jackson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Play fake, Julian Sayed gets rid of it. Right side, it's Smith. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time.
Makes the grab in their space. 40. He's at the 20. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The clock is at 40 seconds. They'll line up for the onside kick and try to save themselves in the waning moments.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.